is the sort of questionnaire that we sent out so that you have had a chance to reflect. But the first, I'm going to say exercise that we do, can you tell I'm a teacher, right? The first exercise that we do asks you to reflect on some of those, on your thoughts on that, so we thought it'd be helpful to have a copy. But I think we'll start with the opening prayer, please. So I'll say, living God, bless this gathering, that through listening and discussing, your will may be done and your mission embraced. May our dreaming be creative and hope-filled, and may we carefully hold the space so others may safely dream. May the pathway we discern allow all to flourish in this amazing life you call us into through the way of Jesus, the wisdom of the Spirit, and your unconditional and abiding love. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so we just want to make sure we all sort of the introductions. Again, I think you all know who Beth and I are.
Yes.
We're just trouble, and that's and we're good. Oh, we could move up there. Well, that's an interesting choice, Joanne. But yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going up there. Yes, thank you.
Hey, then we can have a...
Okay.
There, that we can...
Okay. Oh, now I have a place.
Yeah.
And just want to adjust the jewelry. Okay. Yeah, and I think the other comment, so we should all be comfortable with each other. It's a welcoming and open space. Everyone is encouraged to participate. Don't hesitate to speak if you have something that you wish to say. We're going to be open and listening, and don't be afraid of silence as well. Anything else that we need for the...
First part's going to be probably small little groups for chatting, and then we'll do a couple of questions, whole group. And don't worry if there's silence. That's very important, because today is Pentecost and the Holy Spirit's with us, really today.
And then the microphone there is for when we do have sort of questions that we want the whole group to hear. We've got that microphone there to enable that to be shared. So none of the chairs are attached right now. So the first thing we're going to ask you to do is think of the as you completed the parish culture snapshot tool, which you also have a copy of. What struck you about the culture of our parish? So we're going to ask you to maybe do in groups of like 4 or 5. You're welcome to move your chairs a little bit, but you can just chat amongst yourselves and
the chairs
see what you think.
Switch around.
Yeah, make sure that everybody can hear. And
so we probably should have about 5 or 6 groups. That's about it.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to.
I'm just going to turn it off. Just to enter, you're chatting about the Appendix C, the paper that we gave you. She moved me. Catherine, can we have the next slide, please? So the next question is, how does our parish culture currently enhance ministry and mission?
And I know somebody had asked what culture, parish culture means. I think that's just how you feel when you come to the church, right? That's how you feel with the people here and that sort of thing. Yeah, how we treat each other. Yeah, that's, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So you have a couple of minutes to talk about that in your groups?
yeah.
Next slide, Catherine. Please and thank you. We're on the next statement. Are there any noteworthy ways in which the culture impedes ministry and mission?
Okay, so we're going to ask if any of the groups have anything that they want to share in their discussion. And if from each group, we'll ask somebody to maybe come to the microphone and share a couple of their thoughts and reflections. Anybody want to start? So what struck you about the culture of our parish? So what do you think of the culture of our parish? Anybody want to share? You can share. Yeah? Yeah? No? Don't be shy. There's extra marks for participation. We know we can count on Karen. Is the microphone on, Brian? Is it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, please.
Can you hear me through the mask?
Yeah.
We need to drop the mask. Anyway, there's no surprises. We have in our group a newcomer, yay, relatively, who's been part of the book study and the questions. And she's saying, you know, what would be really good, what would add to the sense of community and getting to know each other like we did at the book study is if we had coffee after church. She said, my church before, we used to have coffee afterwards and we talked to each other. And we're saying, and Bill is saying, you know, yes, we used to do that. Hang in, yes, this is going to happen. None of us wants COVID. We all respect our bishop and her cautiousness. We're all tired of this, but we all know that, boy, when we can get back to meetings and groups and teas and having coffee after and having whatever, Lenten lunches or all the things that we've done, even the yard sale, just an opportunity to be together and work together. That's what's standing in our way, but that barrier will be removed when the moment is right.
Yes. Yeah?
She also likes having both the services, you know, the traditional and
So, likes both traditional and more contemporary. Yeah. Any other groups? Oh, David, yes, come on. Come on down. Yeah.
You're the next contestant.
You
On the
won.
church is right.
What is so good about the culture that I observe here, you can put in one word, welcoming.
Oh.
It's amazing. You always will find some people who will welcome newcomers,
Yes.
but this parish is welcoming.
Yeah.
And that's something to
Yeah,
celebrate.
yes,
that's good.
Thank you. Yes, it
That's
is
very
something
good.
to celebrate for sure. I think that might actually go on, how does our parish culture currently enhance ministry and mission by being welcoming by
That's right.
as a parish, for sure. And
10-minute singing lesson.
okay, Lindsey, I know you're there.
I see the flame.
I see. Yeah. No, you cannot hide behind the flame.
That would be good.
Yeah, well, and this is, so just to sort of refresh, what happens, we have a third session that deals with a specific area, and then in the fourth session, we are actually going to put up boards and ideas, and all of the thoughts that we've had at all three of these sessions are going to come up there, and that's when we're going to start trying to define the future mission for the next 2 or 3 years of the parish. That's what we're going to do there. Okay. I know we all might be tired and want to go home, but yeah. Yeah.
That's
for
right.
Sure,
That's right.
For sure. Yes. Shall we go to
Yep.
here? Okay, so now we're going to go to actually slide. Yes. So this is now another opportunity for the groups to chat. What might we add to or change about our current practices that would deepen our spiritual rhythms and our ability to engage with God's mission? So, well, talk amongst yourselves. So in 2 minutes, we're going to ask each group for an example. Okay? One example from each group in 2 minutes. Okay, so group 1, what might we add or change about our current practices that would deepen our spiritual rhythms? Oh, good. Oh, there we go. I always love a volunteer.
One thing we thought of,
Oh, into the microphone.
one thing we thought of perhaps is maybe on a monthly basis, whatever, to have at the communion rail those who would
Oh,
those that would like to receive special blessing for ailments, whatever.
Yes.
Just a laying on of hands, it might be important to a lot of
oh,
folks.
yeah, okay, yeah. And Catherine's taking notes. You got that, didn't you, Catherine? Okay, I could tell. I can tell when a student is not paying attention, no. Group 2. Yep, oh, Jane, okay, yep. Careful, yeah. Okay.
Yes, it's similar to group 1. Is closer to the mic, please. Closer to. Hello, Mike. I don't want to lick it.
No, that's true.
No, it's closer to group 1. Is that if we made the services a bit more familiar by, praying out loud for people, people would get to know, what spiritual prayer helps, and there are hallelujahs too for people that have been prayed for, and if that could be
Included in the
focused,
service. Sure.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Group 3. Don't all jump at once. I know you, I can call you by name, No. No? Okay. Group, what they said silence is good too. Group 4? Oh, Karen, apparently they've elected a spokesperson, yes.
No, I'm just more likely to go blah, blah, blah. Again, Deborah, who's relatively new and has joined us during COVID, like we're saying, okay, what can we change about our current practices? And she said, well, it would be good if we had a mission, something we did together to help the community where we were known in the community. We're going, yes, we've been talking about this for years, and this is where we go round. This is what this whole process is to be about.
Exactly, yes.
And she said something like having breakfasts. And I said, well, we're in an affluent area here. We don't really need breakfast, but we have a team that supports the St. George's, the downtown breakfast group. And she said, really, could I join? Hallelujah.
Yay, sign her
we
up.
have a new joiner, but just that go around again about people that are less aware of how we've struggled with our lack of visible mission within the community, and even though individuals are doing things, but we've got a new team member.
There you go. Okay, awesome.
I think too, just in this COVID time, this is timely, if people volunteer to help with garden work, maybe not everybody knows, but all the produce goes to community care.
Yeah, the garden, just on the microphone, the garden, all the produce goes to community care, and we are always looking for volunteers to help. I'm watering every Thursday. There you go.
And we do community meals. Yes.
Yeah, community meals. So did I'm going to call that group 5. Did you have anything you wished to share with the group?
Sure, and I can yell loud enough, so I'm not using
Well.
my mic. We talked about small group meetings, looking at things like having special speaker series where we might invite the whole community.
Yes?
For instance, we could ask a professor from Brock, perhaps who is in environmental sciences,
Oh, yeah.
to come and talk about climate change.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be something that would be of
Yeah.
interest
Yeah.
to others,
Yeah.
or the war in Ukraine,
Yeah.
and how we are
Yeah.
to understand and see and what we should know about it.
So that actually leads us very well into our next question. So, yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, what practices might we start that would speak into our growing edges for transforming parish life? So are there, and so we'll give you some time as groups to talk about things that we might do that are new and different. I know that's probably an extension of some of what you've already had, but are there practices we might start? So you have a few minutes to talk about that with your groups.
All right, we're going to stop right now, please. If I can have you're going to move our chairs back into form the circle, if you could do that. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Catherine, can we have slide number 9 up, please? Okay.
Yeah, actually, we should go back.
Okay, go back to number 7, sorry.
Yeah, so what ideas did you have that we might start? Yeah, and we put it here so that your back's not to half the group, right? Yeah.
Have an information package for newcomers?
Yeah?
Do we? I don't think we do we?
Do we have one? No.
No.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that would be helpful. We just talked about a lot of our discussion in our group came back to the one about we have an intentional welcome process for newcomers online and in person. And we sort of do, but we sort of don't. I mean, we sort of make sure new people are spoken to and greeted and so on. But do we really engage newcomers? Or do we have something that we can give? I mean, rather than getting somebody up in front of them, this is our newest member, blah, 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 and then they get all centered out and they're like, ooh.
Yeah.
But do we have something that we can give to people? Can we make up something that this is about our parish, this is what we do, these are the things that we're involved, these are the opportunities for you to participate?
Yeah.
So if that was one
Programs,
thought.
Yeah. Programs,
Programs, yeah.
meetings,
What programs we have.
Yeah.
That sounds good, yeah.
Choir practices whenever it is. I don't know yet. But yeah. No.
You gotta-
Because the thing is, it's on YouTube too. So, and we did have, by the way, from last time, there have been, when I checked, there were 9 views. So some people are using it, and so without the microphone, they can't hear what you say. So it's not just a loud voice; it's also the technology.
All I was going to add was you've almost already done that. When you wrote your whatever for hiring a new
Profile?
Yes, our parish
you would
profile.
have put together
Yes.
everything that you do, and so you have already started and
Yeah.
got almost complete
Yeah.
what you're talking
So
about.
we could get copies of some part of the profile.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yep. Anything else? Other thoughts or ideas to share? These are good. Yeah. And the other thing, if you do think of something, we've got other opportunities to do this, not only at our next map, we've got 2 more map sessions, but heck, you can always, just talk to Sheila or to me or Beth at any point, just to share ideas and so that we can try and make that all a part of moving forward with this. So, yeah? Okay, next slide, please.
B9.
So now we're trying to reflect a little more about how we can feel God's presence in doing all of this. So, where do you most clearly see or feel the presence of God? In Sheila's service, yeah. In the music, yes. Yes, giving to someone else, yes. I'm only repeating it not because I'm just putting it in the microphone. Yeah. Yep. And the next one, please, Catherine. So, which draws your heart or soul? That's, certainly the music does for me. Yeah. And again, I think we've been very blessed in COVID to have Lindsey and the band to be able to share, but I'm very anxious to be back in the choir mode as well, right? So that there's that opportunity as well. Byron, please.
I hear what you're saying, but you're speaking to the preached. You're preaching to the
choir, preaching to the choir-ish, yeah.
My thoughts are we should be reaching beyond our parish.
Okay.
It shouldn't be our joy that we receive it here, but what we do outside. And I'm thinking social justice, helping others, outreach.
Yeah. It's okay, take your time. I'm sorry. Take your time, Ray.
So what
You're good.
really draws my soul is when you mention social justice. And I really, really feel that we should be doing as we've been told and do the things that Jesus was doing. And I know that, we've tried so many different things, and there's a lot of things that are going on. But Michael Monologue, I must tell you, is that how you pronounce his last name? Michael.
Yeah.
Sent something to the Anglicans in action that really grabbed me, things that we could be doing. And that's affecting, the only way we're going to have any change is if we work for it and we speak up. And we don't enough. He wrote this on the day after the election. And he was saying that the way that you can make things change is you can make your voices known. Because too often, whatever your political ideas are, but at least to let people know. I've written a few letters to politicians or whatever before, but I haven't gone to the town councils, like the city councils and things like that, and make them aware of, not of the church, but you're doing it because you feel that this is what you're called to do, is to look at our street people and think, what are we doing as Christians? Mm-hmm. But I can pass it, I'll send the thing to Sheila, and maybe she might print, but there was so many great ideas on how you can actually help the situation. But it has to be out there and talked about all that, made it, as far as I'm concerned, that should be front and center.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay.
There you go.
Next slide, please. Which of your ideas fit readily into the God-given gifts already at work in our midst? So how can we capitalize on our strengths? Capitalize on our strengths. Yeah. So things we do, and can we continue to do them well?
Well, just to reiterate what somebody mentioned about music, it warms my heart to see you people clapping and swaying to our music at the end of especially Joanne and Karen. It just, honest to God, it warms my heart. But there is something we can do to capitalize on our music, is to invite the community in for a music show or a talent night, that we can bring them in and include them in and welcome them in with our music. I think that would be a terrific idea.
Yeah.
And we'll let Brian do all the work up for that. I'm kidding, Brian.
Maybe we should
Here, I'll take.
Yeah,
I can bring it to you. It's a portable mic.
yeah.
I guess I'm kind of amplifying or my thoughts what Ray said. I don't know that we do very much advertising in the retirement homes, retirement communities who love music, and especially, I think, the music that you folks are playing. Very often they're old and golden goodies that, you can remember from way back. So my just little PNB or whatever to what you said, Ray, was I think we should get the word out if we do this to some of the places where there are people like, I'm trying to think of the name of the one. There's one here in St. Catharines that is pretty good, pretty nice. And I think that we should let them know. And maybe some of the folks can get here. It would be such a wonderful experience for them. Just something new, because I really think their lives can be kind of repetitious and boring. So my thought. Thank you.
Thank you.
That we can involve more people from the terrace to come from the terrace to come in for some musical event, something just to enrich their time.
I have a new job.
I was just thinking that we did have a group that went to the Shaver Hospital to sing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And, all of these things, I think there's so many things going
that
on.
was a long time ago. Yeah,
That may be a long time ago, but we could do it again.
yeah, yeah. And?
What were you saying?
Yeah, okay, I'm listening to her now.
So-
You wanted some of the traditional hymns to come back too. You were saying. Yeah, we were talking about that, but that's not, it's on my mind right now. So go ahead.
That's okay. Oh, okay.
I miss the ACW. I love the
Yeah.
speakers
Yeah.
that we have there.
We were talking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I mean, some of these are challenges, are COVID challenges, not, but they're still challenges.
Well, maybe we could document things we can do. Like somebody can sing, somebody can do something else and something else. And we could actually find out from people by taking a survey.
Yeah.
Taking a survey
Yeah.
what we'd like to do.
A talent survey, time, talent, and treasure survey. Oh, okay. It's okay, you're allowed.
It was just that one time, I don't know, a few weeks ago, there was one of the things that was in there was from Karen, our music maker, and she said that she would like to have something going once a month and invite other people in, and that they would do the music.
From Lindsey.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, Lindsey, that was in the vestry report. And so these are plans, and we've talked about some of these. As soon as we can sing without masks, yeah. I mean, so some of that's COVID related, okay?
I don't know if any of you folks saw the article in the Star. I'm going to try not to get political, but that people who have disabilities and the pension is really tiny. It sounds like, okay, but if you're a disabled parent with kids who have to be fed and rent to be paid and medications to buy, you just can't do it. So, I mean, this just about made me cry. The fact that assisted deaths have been approved, but people who are applying for it basically have to they want to commit suicide because they can't live on that money. They need really more money to just survive. And I know this is social justice, I think. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah. No, I'm sure there's many social justice activities that we could partake of. We're almost out of time.
So you have the next question.
Yes.
So which of these ideas invite us to grow our skills and knowledge before we launch them?
Oh.
If we're looking into ways to engage in social justice, we should ask our community what the needs are and where we can meet some of those needs.
Yeah. Shall we go to the last one? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to ask you to reflect on that, and we are that's this session. That's what we've been asked to do. So we just go to our closing prayer.
Yep.
I think we're right on time. Awesome. So we'll say together,
Loving God,
we give thanks for our time together, for careful listening to one another and to the Spirit, for hopes and aspirations, for leaning more deeply into the way of Jesus, for intentions around developing habits and rhythms that will bring us closer to you. Bless us as we leave this gathering, empowered by our longing, strengthened by our common life in you, and eager to be your presence in the world. Amen. So thank you so much for coming and participating. And the next session is scheduled to September 18th is the tentative date for the next session. But apparently Sheila has an announcement.
Can I ask you to please just stay in your seats for 1 minute? I have exciting news. Our photo directory is going to And so they have to go out. I have to make sure that everybody actually gets them. We only have a few extras. So I put names. And so I want to make sure that you all
Awesome.